Well, there is a real buzz in Berlin right now, and that is because the German capital is playing host to the 2023 Special Olympics World Games. More than 7,000 athletes from 190 different country delegations, including one very big one from South Africa. And I'm very excited to say I have here with me Ancila Smith, the CEO of Special Olympics South Africa. Ancila, great to have you in Germany. Great to have you on SABC News. I mean, first question, how has it all been? How is South Africa doing?
Well, we are doing incredibly well. I think our medal tally at the moment is 4 gold, 2 silver, 4 bronze. And we're looking to really push that up over the next couple of days of competition. But we're very excited to be here. So far, so good. Everyone's having a great time.
I mean, for folks at home that maybe don't know much about the Special Olympics and what it's all about, I mean, why is this such an important global sporting event?
Well, I mean, look, obviously we are the only sports organisation in the world that offers sports for people with an intellectual disability. That is what I think defines us from Paralympics, is they focus on physical disability, we focus on intellectual disability, but we are the largest amateur sporting federation in the world. Special Olympics globally serves over 7 million athletes. In South Africa alone, we serve as Special Olympics South Africa close to 60,000 athletes, making us one of the biggest sporting federations in South Africa. And that is really just shows how incredibly important Special Olympics is as a movement.
Tell us a little bit about your delegation specifically. I know it's a pretty large one, but also what are sort of some of the sports that South Africa traditionally does pretty well at these games?
Absolutely. So we are one of the biggest, I think we are the biggest African delegation that has come to these games with 64 athletes. Our entire delegation is close to 96. Sports-wise, we always excel at all our sports. Africans are just natural athletes, I believe. But specifically, we are looking towards our football, male and female teams, basketball, which is the first time we brought a basketball team in a couple of years. Our swimmers do well, our golfers, table tennis, bocce. I mean, I think across the board, we're expecting our athletes to perform really well.
I can see on your lapel there, all these different pins from different countries. I mean, that makes me think there's also off the sporting arena a real spirit of friendship, I guess. I mean, how important is that, getting to meet other athletes from other parts of the world?
I mean, I think that is one of the things that really defines Special Olympics, is outside of sport, we have a lot of other initiatives. Healthy athletes, young athletes. So the focus is really not just on sport, but on the experience that the athletes have. So yes, these pins are very much a show of all the countries that we've managed to speak to, interact with. It's a commodity for our athletes, and they go home very proud, not just of their medals, but of all the contacts and friendships that they've made through these World Games.
I suppose I'm also interested to know just all the preparation that's required. I mean, I assume this isn't something that you can just organise overnight. No. How much work is needed to get a delegation of this size from South Africa all the way up here to Europe for games like this?
It is a massive amount of not only work, but a massive amount of costs involved. So our athletes participate from a local level to a provincial level, then to national games, to advance all the way. We are incredibly grateful this year to have one of our strongest supporters, the National Lotteries Commission, that has come on board to support, but also the National Department of Sport has been very involved in these games, in our nationals as well, and we look forward to continuing those partnerships because that is the only way we as an organisation are able to bring a delegation to World Games.
How important do you think when young people see what's going on here on social media, on TV, how important do you think it is, I suppose, in inspiring the next generation of athletes?
I think it's incredibly important, and when I say that, I think specifically when we talk about our athletes, we are talking about people with intellectual disabilities who still really don't have the same rights and access as everyone else in South Africa enjoys. So it's really important that we showcase these opportunities specifically for people with intellectual disabilities and show that they can overcome so many obstacles to become world champions and to represent their country on a global stage and represent their country so well on a global stage.
Well, Antilla, I know I'm speaking on behalf of many people back home when I say all the very best. We're cheering for you. We wish you luck, and thank you for all the work that you do.
Thank you. And South Africa, we're bringing home those medals. Hope to see you all at the airport.